Okay, Per and Diana, this is Jody from Best Defense Termite for 3480 Highway 128 in Calistoga, and he just did a pest inspection. We're going to do a quick recap here.
We're going to take you through, and I'm going to look at anything that infests or infects wood, dry rot, those types of conditions. I'd like to start, I'll take you to the kitchen. We get a little bit of loose grout. You can start to see it where it's just missing, and there's some voids at the front. The faucet is leaking, and it is under normal use. It gets down, goes underneath, and there's some staining below the cabinets. We also do not have an air gap hookup. I suggest when this gets repaired that it all gets fixed at the same time. Dishwasher ran, I had no issues with it. I have no other issues in the kitchen. I do have some issues in the hall bathroom. And what it is the toilet's a little bit loose. And we also have that the enclosure itself has been leaking in the corner here. And all these tiles are loose, and there's a little bit of damage below them. It does not go into the subfloor. As I get underneath the structure, it was structurally sound. This is super surface damage to the top of the plywood right below the tile. We also, when I was underneath the house, one of these valves or the tub spout is leaking. It's leaking behind the wall. I couldn't tell you what, I can't see inside of there, but I can just tell you that there's moisture coming down from it. There's no structural damage, but during the course of doing any repairs to the floor, I suggest that they also do repair to the valves to stop the plumbing leak. Both faucets leak underneath. This one drips, will not shut off, and this one leaks from underneath where it hooks up. So in both cases they need to be reconditioned or repaired. We also have the loose grout at the back of the countertops again. So you can see a void. It's time to just get these resealed up. I tested the shower pan. There are accesses below all of your plumbing here. In the garage, they've created access points through the ceiling so you can go underneath each of these areas and see the plumbing below. I got no active leaks here. However, in saying that, it is time to recaulk and reseal the shower enclosure. A little bit of staining on the floor, no damage. No grout in the tub. You can just see where the grout lines are missing, or there's no grout. Almost looks like they forgot it. And then we also have a loose toilet in here, I believe. Yep. We also have a loose toilet where the toilet should be rehooked up to a wax ring and re-secured down to the floor. The bidet works fine. I had no issues.
How'd that feel? Yeah, Jody, still got the wet spot there. Oh, never mind.
We did get a little bit of damage to the outside of the top of your
screen porch area?
Yeah, the sunroom. And you can just see that there's structural damage to the siding and framing. We also found that there may be some damp wood termites in here. When you remove the damaged wood, that'll eliminate the damp wood termites as well. And then keep things in a well-sealed manner. This can be removed, replaced, or removed and replaced. It doesn't necessarily have to be treated. It just the damaged wood has to be removed.
Okay. There's a real obvious area here. Here and Diana, if you look up, right up there.
The culprit of the dampwood termites may be the stump that you have sitting outside, and I highly suggest that we just get rid of it. If you have a stump grinder, or as it deteriorates, pull it out.
Okay. And just as long as we're out here, I just noticed these pipes right down here too that are kind of exposed. They have those 4x4s blocking it, but that could be some sort of hazard if you're driving around on some sort of tractor or something. Just keep an eye out on that.
Go through. The decks are pressure treated lumber underneath, topside redwood. I saw no outward signs of infestation or infection in any of it. This is very well built. We have no issues with the decks. That goes for patios too.
By the way, guys, this latch in the master bedroom does not work.
That's why it has all this. Do you need to answer that?
Nope. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm right in the middle of taking a video for a recap here. I'll call you back.
I have no moisture now, but at one time the area below the front stairs used to leak, and you can see that there's staining on the sheetrock. One of two things needs to be done. We need to cut out the diamond sheetrock, put new sheetrock in, or repaint this with a Kills primer, a 123 or Kills primer, something that is a mold, mildew resistant and stain retardant paint. That'll help keep anything at bay or kill anything that may be there. Like I said, when I probe all this wood, it is dry now, so the best thing to do is to get it repainted and maintain periodic inspections. Every once in a while, somebody come look. They replaced the flashing at the front stairs, so we hope that that was what caused this problem in the first place, the moisture that was there. I have no moisture now. We do have a small plumbing leak at the faucet handle, and then also at the drain below the laundry room sink.
And I just want to show you something, Per, that concerned me. This, you see this doorway here. This exhaust pipe from the water heater hangs awfully low there, and you can see that's right about at head or eye level for somebody. As you walk through that door, you could really hurt yourself. So something to maybe address before somebody gets a cut on their head or something. Anything under the house, Jody?
Very little under the house. We do have some penetrations going through the sidewall though. I highly suggest that these penetrations all get sealed up, because this couldn't allow pests into the house. Mice, everything. So we get these voids sealed up. The best one to see is probably the little ones. The smaller ones, you can see that they can just go right around the pipe and right in. Okay. So there are materials that you can buy. One of them is called Great Stuff. It's an insulation material that you apply to open voids or cracks, and it seals these areas up, and the bugs or pests can't get back through it because they can't eat it.
That's that expanding foam.
Now we do have some old root systems in the signs of CD and things down here. And we always recommend that you just get any of the wood debris removed from underneath the house. Little wood chunks that have been left from construction or repairs, we just ask that we remove all these so we don't get any pest or infestation within the structure due to the wood underneath the house.
I can help a little bit right now. No charge, okay?
And there's only a few pieces like that, mainly root systems.
Okay.
Let's see, I think that's about it here, right?
Okay. Is there much more outdoors? Because I got about 10 minutes.
The only thing I have left is your outside eave areas right up front.
Okay.
So we'll go look at those now.
Okay, we'll go run out there real quick, and I could get this on one video. By the way, Per, I don't know if I think we talked about it, but you've got an RV hookup out here. There's the power to it. With that cord, and here is the sewer run for it. And then all you have to do is run the hose from this spigot here. So maybe you should get a motorhome too.
I got 3 issues out here. One of them is you do have some eave damage. And you can just see that the eaves themselves have some rot. It appears to me it's due to the very end of this, your rake edge tiles appear to be leaking. So the fascia board has a little damage, the beam has a little damage, and the tongue and groove sheathing has a little bit of damage.
Okay.
My suggestion is to talk to a roofer, have him look at it and see if he can square things away. At the very beginning, you want to stop any leaks from still occurring. So we want to stop the moisture conditions from occurring and get rid of the damaged wood. So
Okay.
we have, this is both corners. This corner's a little worse than the other one. You can see the moss growth and things, and that the fascia board needs a little bit of work. The eaves on the inside there are bad too. This may be also due to the gutters, debris in the downspouts and gutters.
Okay. Okay. Hey, Belle, it's Randy. Can you hold for just a minute? Okay, I'm just wrapping something up. I'll be with you in a sec.
There's some damage to the end of this one. There is a little bit of beetle evidence in here too. This is all due to moisture. So I suggest that we get up there, find out what's leaking, stop the leak, and then replace the wood or re-support it. So, I didn't see any signs here. I would imagine there may be a cracked tile, a split or a lifted tile up here causing that little bit of damage, or the chart paper doesn't roll into the gutter right in that area.
Okay.
And last but not least will be right at the garage.
Hang on, Belle. Hey, are you going to be at the villa tonight? Okay. I might try to. Well, I'll talk to you in a minute. Hang on.
I'm going to mention some areas of pest intrusion where a pest could come right into the structure. My recommendation, pull the pipe out and reseal the holes. I'm going to have several of these areas around the outside of the house that I'm going to suggest that we either get a foam in or some sort of insulation material to keep the pest out. So we'll go around and I'll show you some more of those areas.
Hey, Belle, I'll give you a call back in a couple minutes, okay? Okay, thanks. We have about 2 minutes left of YouTube time, or it's going to be too big.
Right here, we're going to be good. This is the last item. This hose bib timer is leaking. You can see it runs down, and there's a tiny bit of damage to the siding here. My recommendation is cut the siding back, and if it exposes concrete or your block foundation, then leave the wood out. Do not put it back. And fix the plumbing leak. That's about it. I will have some other items on there that are section 2 items that are more along the lines of maintenance issues, and these will all be outlined in the report. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jody.